This is Karen Marie again, and I hope that this will be the last video that I could be able to tie in my experience of what I learned about Dr. Joseph Mengele, because I studied social Darwinism. But the bottom line is that Jorge Camarasa in Brazil wrote a very important book called The Angel of Death in South America. And because there's a town of twins there, and there's also a town of twins in India where I could prove that Dr. Mengele was. I've been carrying around this picture since 1995, and I need your help. I need your help so much, because this photo is the missing link that can change history, that can change everything that we ever thought or we don't know about conspiracies. Because if Odessa exists, and I'm sure that they do, because there's no reason why anybody should be filming me, photographing me, and it's like being stalked by a group of people, and I can't lie about that. I couldn't make any of this up, and I promise I'm telling the truth, but I do need your help. I need to get to Jorge Camarasa, because I could prove that Dr. Mengele through this one small picture, and I also have him on videotape. So, okay, just to recap a little bit, this is Dr. Mengele, and this is him 60 years later. Okay, now this is the photo double of Dr. Mengele, where Dr. Mengele, and he had a lot of help through Odessa, journaled his life as a person so afraid of the world, a fugitive on the run. Oh, everyone's after me. Dr. Mengele is not afraid of anything. Okay, now, again, then this would be, I think you could see it with the naked eye, but through identity recognition software, I could definitely prove that I found Dr. Mengele, and it will reshape our understanding of the Nazis, of history, and of social Darwinism, and also of genetics. Okay, now again, this is the, Dr. Mengele went under Immuno AG. This is the lawsuit with Dr. Jan Moriankowski at the Laboratory for Experimental Medicine in Primates, where I used to live right near the laboratory. Now, in this, Dr. McGrill talks about how, this lawsuit talks about how Dr. McGrill went to India, and she found Dr. Mengele under the name of Frederick Colston, and he was a vivisector, so he was slicing up monkeys alive. And what did he leave behind? A town of twins. That is a mystery to everyone, but I've got the paperwork to prove the connection to the town of twins. Now, this is again when he went under the Colston Foundation. I'm just recanting what I had done in other videos to explain that here's steel and here's wood, and one of the reasons that they only needed wood in Auschwitz is because the people that were prisoners there were like lambs going to the slaughter. They were not like chimpanzees, like freaking out. Okay, now these are what the testing is that are still going on now, and I have a videotape of Dr. Mengele that I did not look at for 14 years, and I looked at it last night. And when I tell you that you could never imagine that this man that you see, and I have the videotape, when I saw him, I said to myself, my God, he looks so kind, he looks so logical, he looks so intelligent. I said to myself, he looks like an angel, which is why he's called the Angel of Death, because you could never imagine or equate him with these acts. This is him at Auschwitz, and this is him with the chimpanzees. Can you see? There's the same suffering. And because they're our next of kin, the chimpanzees, and he no longer could use human prisoners, he went to them to create disease. Okay, now, this is Prime Minister Netanyahu, and the Israelis will never want to believe that Odessa could still be in existence. They don't want to know that a year and a half before the end of World War II, the group of Nazis got together to create an organization where they already planned their escape routes a year and a half before the end of World War II, and then they rose up through power through the United Nations, and also because they were able to buy and sell whole governments such as Juan Perón in Argentina. So Netanyahu says it's 1938 and Iran is Germany. Iran is not Germany because, well, first of all, it's not 1938. The year is 2010. And the reason that Iran doesn't understand, or the president of Iran, Ahmadinejad, he's not a social Darwinist. So it sounds very foreign to people when you talk about the Holocaust. Unless you understand social Darwinism, you can't imagine that human beings would do this to one another unless it was a different purpose that we didn't understand. And through the study of social Darwinism, if I ever had the opportunity to talk to the president of Iran, I could explain to him the Holocaust, and he would no longer deny it, he would understand it. But Netanyahu, he's not going to want to know that the Nazis are still around, and they basically faked everybody out, including me and you and everyone on this planet. So, okay, now here again is Odessa. Now, these are what Germany, it became very powerful. So my point is that Iran is not Germany, but Germany is Germany. And I'm just going to read to you what the President Obama said regarding Germany, because the permanent members of the Security Council are the most powerful nations in the world. So they're now called the P5, because there's 5 permanent members plus 1. So he says, today in Geneva, the United States, along with our fellow permanent members of the UN Security Council, namely Russia, China, France, the United Kingdom, as well as Germany. So Germany inserted herself in to the most powerful body that makes up the world body of the United Nations. Okay, now, this is Kurt Waldheim. Kurt Waldheim, this is when he first came into the United Nations as an Austrian delegate. Okay, this is in 1955, and he eventually rose to power to become the Secretary General of the United Nations. So he became very powerful, and it seems logical that he's definitely a member of Odessa and was strategically placed there. Now this is him, pictures of him that proves that he was a Nazi, and that the Nazis they have tremendous power. They still have power. Now this is when when he passed away, which we don't really know he did. Okay, I just go on to the next one, and the next one. Okay, now, my point is to try to make it a link between Germany and Israel, that there's a lot of animosity and a lot of tension, because the Nazis are very angry that they lost the war, but they had everybody's money. So that, in a way, in their own way, if they went underground, they won the war. So now here, the terrorists at Munich, it says, terrorists turned 72 Munich Olympics into bloodbath. They went after the Israelis and killed many Israelis on the Olympic teams. So my point is that Germany is Germany, and we should keep that in mind. Okay? All right. So this is about it. And so thank you so much. I need your help, because with this small picture, okay, it's the missing link that I need to meet with Jorge Camarasa, so I could prove his theory. And the other thing I want to say is that I think that these people are so powerful that they're running a scientific project called HAARP, H-A-A-R-P, and it's about how they can cause earthquakes. And I think they're not done with us yet. I think before they leave this planet, they will take many of us out. Okay, please get back to me. Thank you so very much.